Welcome back to Boujee Bravo Bitches, where we talk all that Bravo tea from basic to bougie. We're your hosts. I'm Jenna.
I'm Darcy.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get into it, bitch.
Hi, guys. I missed you.
Hey, Mama.
Back.
I'm back.
She took 1 week off. What a dedicated bitch.
Oh, you guys. You're so sweet. This is my favorite time of the day.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you, guys. Romeo is here. Were you guys surprised by his name?
Yeah, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I said at your baby shower what I thought it was going to be. I was incorrect.
What did you say?
I said Santino.
I thought Giuseppe.
Oh, good
Yeah.
guess.
We really leaned hard into like the super Italian.
Do you want to know something?
Yes.
It must have been like a few months back. We were talking about, I don't know, Teen Mom or something. And Amanda said something like about Kale's kids. And she said, Romeo's not terrible. And I was like, oh, I'm never telling her the name of my son.
I was actually, after you told me the name, I'm like, I wonder if I said anything about his name.
Verbatim, you said Romeo is not horrible.
See, there you go. It's not. I like it. Do you know my niece's name is Juliet? So I know a Romeo and Juliet now.
I love
it.
I call her Juju.
I never knew that was the Teen Mom's son's name until you said it. I was like,
the thing, but she calls him Creed, so I really don't know if his name is fucking Romeo or Creed. I don't know, Cal. Cal, if you listen, let us know what his name is.
Well, Romeo's name is just Romeo Joseph, and we won't be calling him RJ for anyone that's wondering.
Oh, okay. I will. No, I'm kidding.
No. Romeo's cool enough. We don't need a nickname. Anyways,
was it easy for you guys to decide on his name? Or did it take you a minute? Yeah.
No, we knew from like 6 weeks, and we did not tell a soul what his name
I'm
is.
impressed.
I tell everyone.
I can't keep a secret for shit.
I can't
so
either. I told everyone.
You didn't tell anybody you were even having a kid.
Once I told people I was having a child, that I do. I'm like Kylie Jenner. You I wait till like the last moment.
You are. I told you guys. I didn't tell the world until like halfway through.
Yeah.
Anyways, I really missed you guys. You guys did a great job last week. The fans agree. We got a lot of nice messages. Thank you, everyone, for congratulating me. And we got a lot of nice messages about what a great job you guys did.
Thank you.
We tried our best.
I'll be going on vacation more often. Darcy was away last week, too, which is really why also we didn't record.
Yeah, I mean, it would have just been me bitching about Carl and Lindsay for an hour, and we didn't think that was the best way to go for the pod, so they shut me down. I would have done it, but
we didn't.
I'm really proud of you though, because like you had the Instagram credentials, you could have went live.
I know, and I was really like, should I post more stuff? And then I was like, you know what? Stop it. Enough.
Well, then we're both posting the same thing at the same time while you're having a baby. Like we're trying to coordinate on this. Okay, I posted that. No, do you change that?
I posted a I hate Carl TikTok. It's like the new TikTok trend. It's like, I hate the way you dress. It's the new Kendrick Lamar song. And I was like, I will do this on my own personal Instagram or on my own personal TikTok, because I don't know that the Boujee Bitches would really approve, because you guys are like Team Carl. It makes me want to vomit.
I think we'll get there. But I feel like the thing is like it's not Team Carl or Team Lindsay.
All right, I appreciate that. Now you're changing your tune. Let's go back to a few weeks.
I don't think it's not one or the other. I mean, they definitely shouldn't be together.
I agree.
I think that in the many of their instances of conflict, it's Lindsay is more wrong than Carl, but that's just my opinion.
She lost me at cocaine, Carl. So that was my line.
Let's get into it. Last week, did you guys talk about Dorit and PK?
No, because it didn't come out until after.
Yeah,
it just came out this week. Yeah.
So they're donezo, which has like been speculated forever.
Yeah.
And then, did you guys watch What Happens Live with LVP, where she said, "Well, actually, I know the manager of the hotel where he's been staying on and off for months, so I'm not surprised."
That Watch What Happens Live, she was so shady. It was the best episode. Her and Gordon Ramsay.
I know, who knew Gordon Ramsay would bring
the
that
show?
up?
Do you know on Fox? I didn't know that until like a day ago. I saw a preview for it. I was like, oh, dang.
I will be watching that.
Yeah.
I love MasterChef. Okay. I just love him.
I'm still watching Vanderpump Villa. It's still not great. And they're getting a reunion too.
I haven't watched it, I'll be honest.
I watch it every week. But
I was watching it.
You know what's coming back? Non-Bravo related. The K's are coming back.
I did see that, and I will be watching that. I will be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see what happened to Kim's hand. Why she was like bandaged it for like 3 months.
Chris has some kind of like tumor or something like that.
Yeah.
So, anyways, and we'll know more about Courtney's like pregnancy and stuff. But that is for another podcast. That is not Bravo.
Amanda, does Summer have a screwdriver in her hand?
It's not a real screwdriver. It's a fake one.
Just making sure. Thank you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, back to Mauricio. He moved out of the homestead, and
he
also
did.
him and PK were seen on like some sort of solo singles adventure together.
Oh, good for them.
Cruising the town. Cruising the town. I had heard something that like Dorit, I'm sure you guys thought Dorit wasn't going to be full time because she wouldn't really disclose what's going on with her and PK, but maybe this gets her the end because they're still filming right now.
Mm-hmm. Do they decide before or do they decide after when they like do the cutting and everything?
I feel like they have an idea beforehand, but they make their final decisions at the end.
Okay.
But there is a new housewife of Beverly Hills. They were all filming at a party Sutton was having. Her name is Bozoma St. John. I did not look up anything about her. Does anyone know anything about her?
She's like a former chief like marketing officer for like Netflix and like big
literally when you
companies.
Google her, that's what it says. Former chief marketing officer. Cool.
Good for her.
So,
way to go.
Big name, successful in her field. So
I love her name, Bozoma St. John. Love that. Did you guys talk about Aisha getting engaged last week?
No,
Aisha
did not.
She got engaged, and then Captain Sandy got married, and she got married in Fort Lauderdale. I had no idea. I saw that Aisha was in Fort Lauderdale. She was like at the beach with Culver, but then I saw that actually that's where the wedding was, and Kate Chastain went, and Chef Dave, your favorite Amanda, was also in attendance. I think
Dave.
Okay, I saw a picture, and it looked like he was in a chef jacket. I'm like, did he cook at their wedding? But it could have just been his bad outfit choice. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
But congratulations, Captain Sandy and Leah. And apparently it's televised. It's going to be on this season of...
Oh, okay.
At the end of it, maybe. But it is going to be on Bravo. She posted something about it. Yeah. That's that. Big announcement for Atlanta. Big announcement. We got our cast, which is Portia, Kenya, Drew. I can't.
Darcy's face is disgusted right now.
I'm disgusted.
I didn't even realize I was doing it.
You are doing a nasty. You look mad and unhappy. And
I'm like, I don't even understand. She didn't even come to BravoCon, so I'm just like, how did you get asked back as a full-time cast member? And then Cynthia's coming back as a friend of, and then there are 3 newbies: Angela Oakley, Brittany Eady, and Kelly Farrell. And Sheree is out.
I wish Sheree was here and Drew was out. I think Cynthia is so boring. Portia, cool. Yeah. Kenya doesn't want to work, so I don't know why she keeps continuing. Andy must love her because she just doesn't bring anything. She goes to bed at like 10 o'clock. That's it.
Don't talk shit on an early bedtime, but just none of them make me excited. Like I'm not like, this is gonna be so great. I can't wait to watch it. It's just
I think they missed the mark again. I'm like, you guys, you were supposed to be like rebranding, and like you're not. You're missing the mark. Like, okay, you got Portia, got us a little excited, and then you're gonna this is what you're giving Portia to work with.
Yeah.
I mean, Shamia's been around for 100 seasons, and there's a reason she hasn't been a main cast member yet. Just because
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know
Portia.
who Shamia is right now.
Shamia Morton. She was Portia's friend, but then she became really good friends with Candy.
Was she on last season?
I'm sure she was around at like a Candy coded event, but she's always around, but she's background noise. That's why she's not a main character. I don't know. She just had like a baby maybe like a year ago. She's background noise to me. And Sheree being out is literally like the downfall of the century.
I'm just upset we're not going to get a second issue of She News. That's really the tragedy here.
I can't believe they didn't ask her back. I have to believe like something contractually like didn't go.
Yeah, maybe she wanted too much money or something.
Yeah, I can't imagine Andy loves Sheree. I can't imagine they didn't ask her.
And she
back.
was like a fan favorite, even though she did nothing on Traitors. Like, who knows? Maybe it was like a conflict. Yeah.
Yeah.
The contract just didn't work out.
She'll be back again. She's been gone and back before. So
she's like a cockroach.
I don't know anything about these new ladies, but I guess we'll find out. And I think they're filming now. I'm not sure. I think it started in April, maybe. Anyways, they started renewing all Bravo shows. So The Valley got renewed, Summer House got renewed, Watch What Happens Live got renewed, and Southern Hospitality is renewed and filming season 3 starting next month. So it doesn't look like Andy's going anywhere, guys. I know there was a lot of talk about Leah McSweeney, how she took him down, but it doesn't seem like it if they renewed his show. So, just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Critics' Choice Award nominees came out. Ariana and Phaedra were both nominated for.
I vote for Phaedra. Who do you guys vote for?
Phaedra.
I'd say Phaedra.
Yeah.
Phaedra. I don't like Ariana.
I don't either.
Opinion.
Yeah.
I don't dislike her, but
I don't like her. I think
Phaedra had such an impact.
Yeah.
For like all fans of TV, not just Bravo.
Yeah. Agreed.
So.
I strongly disliked Ariana, and then after Scandal, I was like, okay, she's humanized a little bit, and I like warmed up a little to her, and now I'm just like, nope, you're exactly the same person I didn't like before. And in fact, I prefer watching Tom Sandoval.
Ooh, bold statement.
He's better TV, in my opinion. Just saying. Did you guys see Anne on Watch What Happens Live?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that she was in an episode of The Office? I gotta figure out which episode.
I did.
It's
the one where Michael like starts working at the call center.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
That's funny. She's funny. She did a battery commercial for Duracell.
She did it with Ariana, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just love it. Anne has gotten more notoriety for literally like nothing. It's the best.
Go.
Yeah, I'm happy for Anne. I love it. Did you guys see The Summer House? The Summer House is for rent for $42,000 a month.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited, which means that they're going to be filming in a different house because you just said it got renewed.
Maybe a house that has a working door and not like puzzle piece flooring.
Maybe that's why.
For $42,000 a month and the flooring does not match, please.
I feel like there was some concern that like maybe they're not filming but now they just got renewed. But there was concern that if the summer house is for rent that they're not filming. But
they probably just got a different house.
Yeah, and they always start around like 4th of July usually.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes.
And they could be in that house. Who knows? Maybe it's just for rent for the month of.
Yeah, you're right. May and June, which would make sense.
$42,000 a month is fucking crazy, though.
That's Hamptons prices, baby.
It's like the door doesn't work.
It's not on water.
It doesn't matter. Water, it doesn't matter.
Where is it in the Hamptons?
It's in Sag Harbor.
Yeah, that's like I just think that's a lot for not on water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's
in the tens of thousands I can see, but not $42,000 for no water and no water crafts.
Do you think that's the price that they like charge Bravo for the house?
I bet they charge Bravo more.
You think? I don't know. Yeah. They get so much exposure that they can then charge $42,000 a month regularly. So maybe not. Maybe not.
Look at summer rentals in the Hamptons. It's crazy.
That is crazy. I could afford to rent it for about one day. How much is that?
I'll take 1 hour, please.
Couple thousand for a day.
Houses in the shore, Jersey Shore, go for like $2,500 a week. Mm-hmm. And those are like 2 to 3 bedroom houses. It's like so silly.
Like nice too, and you're right at the beach.
Not really. I mean, walkable distance to the beach, I guess. You have a point.
I used to like to go to Cape May. That's where my family would go. It's fun.
Cape May.
So it's like adorable little ghost town. Anywho, any more news that you guys saw? I'm not super.
Yes, I saw one thing. Sai from RHONJ got caught in a hot mic moment talking about Rebecca Minkoff being like boring, and she didn't. What else did she say? I forget.
She wasn't like giving anything.
Yeah.
I did see that. Sorry, I'm not on my game, guys.
You're all right.
I am just a dairy farm, as I told you earlier. Let's feed you.
Kim and Croy stuff happening with the house for their petition. You know
they
what it is.
They petitioned to have a restraining order put against the bank so that they can't put it to the foreclosure auction.
Cover your face.
I cannot. A restraining order against the bank.
Well, I think that's like what it's just called. They just call it that to like stop the auction.
I feel like that's like
because it'll cause irreparable harm to their family, and just let them sell it, because if they sell it, they'll be able to pay off their debt. So that's like what's happening. I don't know if anything happened though.
Yeah, but they're not selling it. They've had years. I feel like that's like if there's like a draft and we are like, I'm going to put a restraining order against Uncle Sam. Like, it just doesn't fucking work like that. What? I cannot. Just fucking pay your bills, you fucking losers.
Stop gambling.
Beermans. You beerman losers. Anyways.
So that is
anything
all.
else? Any newsworthy news?
No. I think I said everything I needed to say. Can we get
Until
into my favorite show?
there it is.
Let's get into Summer House, shall we?
Woo! Woo!
Okay.
Guys, we are in heated debates every single Friday. We are heated.
So
we
bad.
still love each other, but we get in heated
I like that we
debates on
don't back
Friday.
down. No one backs down.
No,
No
one's
one's like,
give in.
no
Give
one's
in.
like, I can see your point. It's just like,
no.
You're wrong.
last Friday.
It's literally what it was like. I was
It
like, no, he's toxic. She's toxic. We were like, no.
Like we're friends with them. Like I talk to Carl and you talk to Lindsay on the side or something. So funny. I'm like Carl's PR, you're Lindsay's PR.
Exactly.
Last
Here's
week I
the
was
thing.
told all this stuff. So I'm like, what's Hub House done lately? Have you seen it?
I'm like,
House
what has
PR?
Carl done? What has Carl done? I'm like, Lindsay has a house in Nashville. You're like, after they broke up. I'm like, yeah. So she got rid of the dead weight.
I would just like look at my phone and it's like 75 message notifications, and I was like, I need another drink.
I'm like, hold on, Romeo. I can't breastfeed you. I'm gonna need a date.
Mommy's busy.
Oh god. I think I after I get like it's gone back and forth too much. I just send a picture of the baby and say Romeo.
Yeah, and then I'm like, all right, we're good. We're good. And I said,
Okay.
he doesn't look happy to be Team Carl right now.
Can I just I'm gonna make this point because I feel like it's important. Like the arguing over like Carl not having a job, like they both have the same jobs. They both are on a TV show and they both are sponsored.
I agree with that. The problem is that Lindsay can at any point open back up her PR and she can go back into PR. That was her job before. She can go back to that.
She's
Carl, what is Carl going to do? Like Carl
Get a sales job.
Okay.
He was bad at it. He was bad at it because he was poking Carl.
I was gonna say, all right, you know what? You have a point there. My thing is that the whole conversation between him and Lindsay was asking questions. You don't agree that she was asking them in a nice manner. Okay.
She's very persnickety.
Okay, and I think that's just Lindsay's personality. She's never going to be as
bad.
Darcy said,
she has a bad personality.
But then that's Carl's fault for getting in a relationship with her, and he needs to be a man, as in the words of Jen Aiden, stop being a bitch boy. Grow up, grow a set.
I will agree with, because I feel like there's validity in this, and when it comes to like sobriety, when you really shouldn't date in the first year of your sobriety.
That's what I've heard.
That's because you need to like grow and know yourself.
And maybe he hasn't had any of these conversations sober. And I think Darcy said this on our 2 weeks ago when we were talking. So it's hard for him to even know how to manage these conversations. So again, I still blame Carl for all of this.
I don't think it's a blame. We don't do assign blame.
And I don't think he's malicious. He's not going into this, at least I think, being like, yeah, I'm going to fuck over Lindsay. Like, I'm going to be.
So here's where I.
No.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
She has a talking stick.
We could do like Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, and throw around a football.
Oh my god!
Silence.
I think though he gets so anxious and worked up in his own head that like he makes the problem bigger than what it's going to actually be. So by the time he has the conversation, Lindsay's already sensing that like something's wrong, and he gets defensive when she's like, "What's wrong?" And it just creates this like cycle of shit for everybody.
I think there's a reason why he's afraid to have conflict with her, and it's because she's nuts. So
she's gonna rip him apart. And at this point, I'm 100% valid when she is going to activate on him. Go ahead, Lindsay, activate on him. Here's the thing.
They shouldn't be married, and I'm glad he pulled the plug.
I think he's going. That's the real bottom line. I think he's going in there, and he's like trying to get her activated, and that's why he'll be like, "Oh, I didn't want you to get defensive," and she's like, "But I'm not getting defensive," and he's like, "Well, I didn't say that you are," but he's being like, I think he's trying to get her to activate so that when he does call off the wedding, because I think he's fully over it. I don't think he wants to get married at this point, but he wants Lindsay to do his dirty work instead of manning up and doing it himself.
Well, the other thing about that is she keeps saying like, you're getting angry or you're getting aggressive, and I'm like, he's not even like doing anything. Like what is signaling angry or aggressive to you right now? That he has a differing opinion than you? That's not angry. Also, she doesn't like him. Like,
She doesn't like him. She doesn't. At this point, you
she
can
just
see
wants
she
to
doesn't.
be married, and I don't
She
think she
wants to
ever
be
did.
married. Yeah,
and I think he really does care strongly for her, but I would be scared to be with that for the rest of my life too. That's terrifying.
He's just walking on eggshells, and that's got to be exhausting to live like that when your fiance called you Cocaine Carl.
Yeah, those things are unforgivable, honestly. Like, I would have been like, we're done, and it would have been a mean breakup after that. It wouldn't have gone any further than that. But okay, I think we did a really good job being diplomatic about that, ladies. Let's move on. So they didn't get along this weekend. Not surprising. Let's talk about someone else. Kyle and Amanda. Let's move on to Kyle and Amanda.
Oof.
Kyle is getting upset with Lindsay for doing the same exact shit he's doing to Amanda by not being supportive of her quote unquote career choices or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw a preview for tonight and I fucking hate Danielle. That's all I'm going to say about that.
I mean, I stay hating on Danielle, so I'm glad to add fuel to that fire.
You know what? That is one thing we will always agree on is our hatred for Dani.
I don't hate her, but you guys talked about it last week. Like, watching her get into that bed naked in the most exposed way possible, I literally was like cringe.
I had to like go under my covers. I was so embarrassed.
I'm like, fast forward. Secondhand embarrassment. I can't handle this. 10 seconds forward.
That was just, I was shook. I have no words for that.
Like, her butthole was on TV. Anyways. Okay, so Kyle, I feel like we're missing some information from Kyle and Amanda. I also think that they're just trying to make like a storyline a little bit because it just seems, I mean, they're like fine. So I think that one of the reasons why Kyle can't be supportive of Amanda is because he's going to end up paying or investing in whatever it is that she's doing. And
that's what I said. And I said, I don't think he wants to do that.
Yeah, because she's lazy AF. Just saying.
All I can say is I would not want to face my father-in-law after calling his daughter a bitch on national television. That has to be an awkward Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have some issues they need to work out. I can't see them lasting, honestly. Before I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you were like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Where do you see, I can't see them like actually like starting a family with like the fundamental issues they have going on.
Well, they don't know where they're like divided on where they want to live and like career stuff. Like it's too many big things to be so far apart on to be able to like have a baby and come together in a healthy way.
Also on Watch What Happens Live, Meghan McCain did like her unpopular opinions, and at the end she's like, I don't think Paige and Craig are gonna last, and I kind of agree with her. I'll be honest. No one's gonna acquiesce. So.
No. And I mean, Craig said it himself. He's like, not everything works out, and if it doesn't, then that's okay.
I think she is kicking the can, which is also what Meghan McCain said. She's kicking the can and like just hoping like
he gives in and moves to New York.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I want to have kids. So I don't know.
I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50 on them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised with either outcome if
yeah, exactly.
Like
it's like one of those too good to be true, like the Prince and Princess of Bravo. I can't see it working out. I don't know. To be continued on that. But I feel like that's why we're not seeing as much of him visiting, is because they don't want their relationship under speculation. Just like Shep said, like she doesn't come around, and that's why we don't talk about it. But
because she wasn't on
talk about
Southern Charm either that much, you know.
Yeah, like she didn't come on their vacation and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, the other thing that kind of came up was like that Wes still is like texting other girls. Didn't really seem like a major deal, but I feel like you're not sleeping together and you're not officially dating, so it's not a big deal. I thought it
was like kind of a nothing burger.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I mean, what is he supposed to do? Yeah, not text other girls? Weird.
I feel like Lindsay tried to make it a thing, and it wasn't a thing. And then I was kind of annoyed that nobody made Lindsay trying to start drama a thing, because that's what she was doing. I guess there's enough drama to go around this summer.
Oh boy.
Anyways, it's on tonight. Yay! My favorite show of the week. I had Romeo on a Friday. I literally couldn't watch it for like 3 days. I was like, go to sleep so I can watch this. No, I'm just kidding.
Go to sleep.
It's for your own good.
I'm trying to be really good and like not watch TV while I'm like spending quality time with him. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but it's
Oh, you are better than me.
But
I
he's
will tell you
he's
that
13.
right now because I lasted about 1 hour. I had the TV on in the hospital.
1
What was
hour.
that noise?
He's 2 weeks old today or tomorrow, and we've made it this far. So.
Summer loves Bravo. She's been watching Bravo since she was an hour old. So.
What's
You
her
also
favorite
have
show?
2 other kids. I feel like at that point it's like whatever. It's like just
I used to watch Teen Mom with Bentley. I was in my Teen Mom dance era.
That's
with
funny.
Dance Mom era with
I
Bentley.
love
So
that.
still watching Bravo.
Loves it.
Summer, what's your favorite show? I don't know. She goes to bed early now. She's kind of lame. She goes to bed at like 6:37. So
Those damn
Boring.
babies.
I know.
Boring summer.
Boring.
Summer should be fun.
Wait, let me just say this. Her first birthday party, she's turning 1 in 2 months. The theme I think I'm going for is Summer Should Be 1.
Oh my god!
I'm going to get lover boys. I'm going to make like a lover boy tank top for the kids and everything. Yeah, that's a good theme, right?
You need to
I
write to
love
them and
that.
ask them to like sponsor because that is genius.
Thank you.
Love.
Thank you. Because
Love.
her name is also Summer, so Summer should be fun. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. Can we talk about the next show? Because it was so
Yes,
good.
I want to talk
love
about
it.
Jersey because also we didn't get to talk about Jersey last week because
Yeah.
we didn't record, and so we missed the whole first episode. Which I think I texted you guys like even when nothing happens, Jersey's still the best thing.
You
on
did, yeah.
television. And it really is. They know how to do a feud. I know that they said that like this isn't sustainable if like Marge and Melissa and Teresa don't talk, but I feel like it's perfectly sustainable. It's like I think it's fine.
It's
I'm
better
That's
than
we'll see.
Potomac.
It is better than Potomac, but I think that
Yeah.
they just like are better than not that they're better.
They've got big personalities.
Yes,
all of them,
yes, they
So
can
they
carry
can
a
carry
show. Yes,
individually.
yes, they have. Yes, that's a good say. Yes, I agree. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we can kind of recap, I guess, the first episode. What were some of your guys' thoughts? It was like Jenn Fessler's birthday.
I was hammered in bed watching it, eating room service, so I can't say I remember a ton.
It was hard for me to focus on, and I'll be honest, it still is hard for me to focus on anything besides John Fuda's mouth. So whatever John Fuda is saying, I can't remember because all I could focus on was his mouth and his teeth, and like he's got like a weird lisp going on, and like it's just his teeth are a crime, and the doctor should be
I
arrested.
agree.
That's like
He's
the
a crime.
season 2, like everybody does it. You get veneers.
Yeah. It's like the Jersey Shore when they all get veneers. Like
Mhm.
Ronnie smiles.
Ronnie
in, like, the
smile.
room. Like, it's like that episode of Friends where Ross gets his teeth whitened.
It's just his mouth. I can't focus on anything. Like I don't even know why he's mad at Louis because they talked to his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the investigation that he's mad because like he had them all investigated, which was like it's still never proven to be true. Just want to throw that out there. And also like at the end, this is where they really pissed me off. At the end when he's like yelling at Teresa. First of all, you don't yell at a woman, you take it up with Louis. Why are you yelling at her? She could say whatever she wants to you. Shut your fucking mouth. That's one. 2, when he's yelling has been, I'm like, you're a wannabe. Like I don't know.
You're a
what's
never
worse.
was.
Right. Right.
When Teresa was so drunk trying to shove Starburst in her
She's
bag,
knocking
I
it on the floor.
was dying. That was great. That was fantastic.
Wait, did
I
you
mean-
guys see? I gotta find it now. Someone posted like it was like, you know, you ever read those like Rumi whatever books where they're like the little short tiny poems, Rupee whatever. You know what I'm talking about? I can't think of her
Milk
name.
and honey.
Yeah.
No
Someone
clue.
posted one of those, but like made it with like what Teresa was saying. I gotta find it. It's so funny. I reposted it because I thought it was so funny. Oh, where is it? I posted it on our account. I also posted all the interview looks, and we need to talk about how Joe Gorga only has one shirt because I think that
was solid catch.
I was like, this shirt looks utterly familiar, and then I went back to our BravoCon pictures, and he's wearing the same shirt. I'm like, you literally have one shirt. Like, come on, bro.
Oh, Joey.
Okay, this was it. Can you see it?
No.
It's like it's like one of those
better
little
not.
short films. She better not come for me. I will fucking take that bitch down. I will take that fucking bitch down. The end.
What I struggle
funny.
with New Jersey is there's so much that happens like off camera.
Yeah.
And, like, especially this season with like all of like the Twitter accounts and like
Yeah.
all the fan account. Like there's that's fueling so much of what's on the show, but I don't quite actually understand.
Yeah,
any
I
of it.
agree.
There's,
I
like,
agree.
now what's coming around is basically like they're saying that Teresa and Jenn tried to get all these like fan accounts to like do their dirty work for them or some shit like that. But it
And they were
doesn't make
sending like
sense.
bloggers like the screener, but then all I
Mhm.
saw was like Jenn asking like to send her
Like
send
a
Jenn. She asked
stroller?
producers to send stuff that Melissa talked about her. Like I still don't understand. Like
I don't think it
I
makes
haven't seen
sense.
anything that was bad. I'll be honest.
I just can't follow any of it, but I feel like so much of that plays into what's going on in the season.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
None of it makes a lot of sense. But
I'll say Melissa and
anyways.
Joe didn't get a lot of airtime in the first episode, and I was completely fine with that. Also,
And the airtime that they did get was just spent like with them, like clearly still obsessed about Teresa. Like, I really don't want to answer any questions about Teresa. Like, you're so not unbothered. It's not even funny. Teresa walks into the party. Melissa's like, "Oh hi." Like, what do you?
Yeah,
think? You guys don't talk.
exactly.
Why is she gonna say hi to you? Like,
Yeah.
what
Well,
is
did you
your
see
problem?
Melissa on Watch What Happens? But
I
she's
did.
Like, Danielle, she created this, and Andy was like, along with 4 other women, including Teresa.
Yeah.
Yeah. She got pissed at Andy. She's like, "You guys can play your little games. It's never happening. We're never having a relationship." He's like, "I know. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's refreshing that you just don't like each other, and that's it."
Yeah.
Anyways,
constant.
it's
also
literally
so like childish. Like, get over it. Like, please.
it's just hers and Marge's entire storyline is going to be Teresa.
Like,
Marge never has a
fucking hate
storyline.
Marge never has a
Fucking
storyline.
hate her.
You know what? We met her, and she's very nice. I will say that. Like,
You know, I dislike her whole like fake storyline, whatever. But anytime she opens her mouth, I laugh. She's over at where whoever thought she's like, "Yeah, I do need a little pasta salad because I haven't eaten anything all day." And I'm like, this is, like, I don't know why this is funny to me, but just like everything you say makes me laugh because you're like a yenta.
I feel like Melissa's family is trying to get a spinoff, and I feel like they've been trying to get a spinoff since day one, and I'm not going to watch it. That birthday party was boring. Your tears are boring. I don't like when people cry. I actually hate it when people cry with a passion, so get over it. Joe's going to cry.
Remember
Joe's going to cry because he's getting asked to be a fucking pastor. Or
But also, like, it's your daughter's 18th birthday. Like,
Right.
let her have a birthday.
Yeah, let her have a fucking moment.
Like, when they're like sitting there and whatever. Anyways, like the whole thing about like 2 seasons ago when it was her 16th birthday and they didn't film it, or they filmed it and they never showed it, and the Gorgos were super mad about it. I'm like, this is why, because you are sitting here not even having a fucking birthday. You're talking about nonsensical shit. Like, you're doing everything you can to like not talk about Teresa, but pretty much say that like Joe's family is shit and Teresa's shit. Just like when he had to say how he took his niece to college. Like, get a life. Her dad was freaking like banned from the United States. Good for you for stepping in to go to Rutgers 30 minutes down the road.
Yeah, exactly. Period. You carried in a fucking few suitcases. Thanks, Uncle.
I am just Team Teresa all the live long day. And I'm glad Jenn Fessler is too, and Jackie.
Oh, I love that.
Yep.
You know what? I never liked Jackie, but come to our side, Jackie. Come to our side.
What Fessler said, though, is like spot on. Like, you can't help but just stare at Teresa and wonder what is going to come out of her mouth next.
Exactly.
It's true.
I love it. I love it.
It was good. It was very good, and it was like nothing, but it was still good. And I feel like also Jenn did not get a lot of airtime at all, and I don't know what's going on there, but she's not good. And like, why did we have to go to watch Danielle try to make her kid be a child star? I'm not into it.
Yeah, same.
I'm not really into Danielle. Honestly, she annoyed me her first season, and now that she's like also turning over to the dark side, I'm really over her.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, Danielle. Anything else on Jers?
No, ma'am.
Loves it. Glad it's back on TV, and I'm glad there's no other housewives. So I can devote all my housewife energy to it. Let's talk about Martha's Vineyard. I just love Simon and that he just wants to be fly.
A lot of drama.
How would you feel if your boyfriend showed up in a flamingo outfit?
I would not be thrilled.
But he does that, and so it's like you are dating him and you already know this about him.
So like I could see my husband doing something like that, and I just know that's his personality, so I would be like, that's fucking Brian. So
yeah, my husband would never do something like that ever, so I would just be like, what's happening?
Do you need a doctor? Are you okay?
But she just like real Bria went in. She always is going in.
She's so dramatic. Like
she's always at 100.
Yeah,
no matter what it is.
Exactly.
At 100.
Yeah, she does.
It can't be like acting. She must really just be like that. I can't imagine.
Yeah, I don't know how Simon deals with it.
He lives in Germany.
That's how. That is how. I mean, it did get into some like more like serious stuff, like her feeling like Germany is like more of a racist country and stuff like that. And I can understand that, but it's like I'm not sure that has anything to do with the flamingo costume, other than she felt disrespected by his flamingo. Amir's girlfriend all of a sudden wanted to be like part of the cast, though, like really stepping up in the drama.
I could really do without Amir's girlfriend. Not a fan. She spun that narrative, and Noelle's like, I never said that you were touchy-feely with me. Right. Shanice is like, I never said that you were touchy-feely with me. So
no, and Nick was mad.
Yeah, rightfully so.
But also his behavior is what's in question. So I felt like he was deflecting a little bit, but they didn't say that, and the conversation that they had was already had.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then Bria somehow ends up in a fight with him too, which I don't understand. She's like, let it out. Go ahead. Let it out.
I would fucking knock her teeth out. I could, like, she's a provocateur. Like, she
definitely is. She's like a Candace. She's a nag, and like she's gonna like, nag you till you snap, and then be like, "Oh, why did you snap?"
Why Mariah pushed her, and it was like, "Oh no!"
It's like why Monique beat the shit out of Candace because you go too far.
It's true. It's the same reason.
Fuck around.
Deborah, the Sesame Street character, went after her.
Exactly.
Same reason. Not saying that violence is condoned. I'm just saying that there's a correlation, and that's it.
Exactly. Period.
There's a link here. I'm just saying. The season's over. Season finale will be on Sunday. Yeah.
It's a short show like Winter House. Like they just do those 2 weeks and then
It's like, how many episodes can you make? And how many parties can you have? So many theme parties. I like it. Party. I think it's adorable. I like that they had like couples weekend, but I'm like, we got a little, like I didn't need that much of like Tasia and Natalie. Like I really didn't need that much of them. They're not cast members. Give me the cast members.
Well, do you see Amir? And I haven't watched it. I just saw like a couple like recaps of it, but he did some interview and basically said if Natalie's not invited as a cast member for next season, he's not coming back. And it's like, bye.
You were way more fun before, Natalie. Bye.
I could do without you, Amir. You're boring. Thank you.
Side note, all of them, we met pretty much most of them, and they were super nice at BravoCon. All of them. Bria included. Bria was super nice. And Milo was really nice. Oh, my God.
Too. Milo was an absolute gem. And
they lose Milo next week. So they lose Milo next week. Now, you guys just outed that he's obviously found. So.
Oh. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
He has his own Instagram account, so if you follow him,
I didn't see him on a milk carton at any time recently. They do get a reunion. Okay, so just about reunions in general. Now I heard that the Valley is not getting a reunion.
I also heard the Valley's not. I thought they were too, and then it came out that they're not, which that is silly.
That's a tragedy.
They were.
Because I feel like it's because everyone's getting divorced. Probably it's like, do we want to do this marriage?
I heard it was because of the production company.
Well, and what I hate about it, and like we're seeing it with Martha's Vineyard this year, is when they don't get a reunion in the next season, they're always going back to the previous season to try to resolve all of that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want that. Like, let's just let's get ahead of it and move forward.
All of the episodes of Vanderpump Rules, we already knew everything that happened down to the absolute finale, which was so annoying. I'm so glad it's on a break. We're gonna get there soon. Let's talk about Below Deck first. But anyways,
guys, I did not watch Below Deck.
You didn't? I'm pretty sure.
No, I had like baseball and,
I'm
tired, so.
Fair enough.
There was another charter.
I can catch up tomorrow on it. Yeah.
Kyle and Barbie's romance starting to heat up a little bit more. She's like admitting she likes him. She told her mom about him. She's not afraid of her daddy anymore. She was on Watch What Happens Live with Paris on Monday, and her parents were in the audience, and her dad said he's not mad at her. He's proud of her. So
that's
good
nice.
for you, Barbs. Paris and the chef are like really
She's
going at it.
so fucking far out of her lane.
She is.
So
But
far
she's
out of
really
her lane.
funny though. She was funny on Watch What Happens Live. I actually liked her more after Watch What Happens than
I
I did.
haven't watched it.
But she is like, she's telling the chef, like, you need to put a garnish on this. You need to drizzle this. Your crepes are going to burn. You need to use this pan. We're
The
serving
flame
it
is
this way.
too high. You have to take
Yeah.
it down to a 6. You're at an 8.
And Frasier doesn't really care for the chef either for some of those reasons. So he's just like not telling Captain Carey anything. And then when Captain Carey found out something happened, he was like, Paris, you have 1 stripe and the chef has 3. So stand down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Word.
Ooh. And she on Watch What Happens Live said she should not have said anything. She does respect yacht rank and she shouldn't have said anything.
I think
But
Frasier was egging it on.
I agree. Because
I
even like
agree.
last episode, he like told her like, oh, like
Mhm.
say something. We need a garnish
Yeah.
or something. He like told her to.
because he knows that he can't be responsible for like another chef being asked to leave. And he did try to talk about him to Captain Carey. Captain Carey's like, you're giving it a day and you're being nitpicky basically.
I like Captain Carey a lot.
I do too.
I do too. I would like to see him a little more like Lee
Mhm.
vibes, but we
Okay.
don't get a ton of him. I mean, he
I
goes
could
to
do without
dinners.
Frasier.
I like Frasier.
Okay.
I just like
He
the way he
has-
says stuff.
He has his moments, but like he's just kind of a little bitch.
Yeah. He's like
Oh.
too emotional. We
He's
need
a
him to be
diva.
less emotional.
We liked Kyle for crying so much.
Kyle also wasn't cheap stew, so
That's fair. That's fair. Well, anyways, on the deck side of things, Sunny continues to go back to Ben for the D, which I just think is gross. He grosses me out. And Dylan is also making me cringe, I'll be honest. He's very
Dylan's
cringy. He was on
game.
Watch What Happens Live like last week, and he was so awkward. Andy was getting super annoyed. Like every question he asked, Dylan was like not answering. It was like he was answering in all these weird roundabout ways that didn't make any sense. It was annoying.
Interesting.
They all went out at the end and they went like bowling, and Kyle wore a kilt because he's Scottish, which I guess you have to respect the heritage there. And when you wear a kilt, you don't wear underwear. And he kept flashing his dick, and Barbie was not into that. She was like, "This is embarrassing." What if
I would be
flashed my
embarrassed
boobs
too, because
after
that's
Yeah.
gross.
I mean,
You don't need to show your dick off.
the kilt doesn't do it for me, but I respect the culture, I suppose.
It depends on who's wearing the kilt.
Oh, do you have a
Okay.
preferred kilt wearer in
Yeah.
mind?
Who would you
I
like to
mean-
see in a kilt?
If I saw Luke in a kilt, I'd be all about it.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Luke being
Oh,
a real
God.
estate agent.
Amanda, what's the update on Luke? Have you talked
Yeah.
to him lately?
I don't think he answered my fucking DM, bro. I gotta check now. No, because I would have
Funny.
known.
You can be like, "It's me, that girl that stalked you at BravoCon 2 years ago."
Yeah, thank God he's not my profile picture anymore. So I'm like, what the fuck?
That would be funny. He probably would have answered you.
Oh, he's seen it. He saw it, but he never responded.
Rude.
He accepted my thing. I know. I should be like, Luke, that's fucking rude.
Rude.
That was a good idea. By the way, I slid into his DMs just so you guys know, and I told him he's a realtor now. I said you should gift your clients with some of your maple syrup. It was Darcy's idea. I was just letting him know.
I agree. That
I
would be
like to
nice,
just
yeah.
come up with like Bravo business plans
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
all of them. Like I said, Amanda, her side business, bedding.
It's
You're a
good
bed
business.
bug.
Yeah.
Come up with some nice sheets.
Yeah.
That should be
Face.
Paige, really. Egyptian cotton, you know.
Mm.
Also, Amanda went into Preston's DMs about his hat. That didn't go over that well. So.
No, and
She retreated real quick.
because I was just annoyed. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Sit here and tell you your hats are fucking annoying? I asked him if he was getting paid to wear them because he wears them every scene and he's got 5 million of them. And if you're not getting paid, you shouldn't wear them.
Do you
Period.
get paid
Unless he likes
to
them.
wear?
No, but I don't also have 25 of them.
Mm. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you know what?
You know what? You find what you like and you ride with it.
It's like that TikTok story. Like, if I like it, I'm gonna get it in another color.
Yeah,
if I like
because
it, I'm gonna get it in
sometimes
another
they
color.
discontinue stuff.
If I like
And
it,
then
I'm
they
gonna
get
get it in another
again.
color.
That's
Like, I
what
get
my
it.
husband does. His whole closet is a variation of things in 10 different colors. and
I
sizes.
understand. It's just that sometimes enough is enough.
You just don't
Mm.
like the hat.
I actually
Period.
hate it.
Okay.
You're
I
right.
think
You're
you
right.
just don't like the hat.
You're
Because
right.
If I like a Louis Vuitton, I want it in all the colors.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair enough. Fair enough. I don't like it.
All right, let's head over to the West Coast, shall we? VPR reunion, part 1. We didn't talk about the finale, but do we need to? We know everything that happened
No.
at Kyle Chan's skull party.
Yeah.
Including the fake stage-produced hot mic moment at the end. Is stupid. Anyways.
This is so good for me. I love it.
Yeah.
The reunion does not need to be 3 parts.
I agree.
That's step 1. That's what I'm going to say first. And also, I'm glad we're going on pause. That is part 2.
Same.
It's necessary.
Yeah. I feel like, as per usual, Tom obviously didn't take accountability for a whole lot, but it's just like, we got to move on from this storyline, and like, we got to move on from Ariana crying about it.
We're just like beating a dead horse at this point, but like honestly, like Ariana's not the one bringing it up. Like, it's everyone else being like, you have to talk to Tom. Sheena's like, oh, I think I had a real breakthrough moment. It's like, she's not interested in engaging with it, so like, just let it be. Quit trying to force it.
I think the problem is that they filmed this a year ago and they didn't put it out until recently. Like, if they filmed this and then immediately put it out, I feel like everyone would have a different take on it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. This is a reality show. You're both on the show. To Tom's point, he came and showed up and tried to have those conversations because that's what they're supposed to do on this reality show. It doesn't work when you come and you refuse to film or you refuse to talk or whatever. Like, that doesn't work. I don't see her coming back. She doesn't need it.
I don't think she will.
I don't think she will. I think,
maybe
like I said
before,
she's moved on. She's kind of like bigger than this. She has more going on. You know, so
she's hosting Love Island. Good.
She got another contract with Chicago, and it was like the most.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she got like another 8 weeks or something, and also that was like the most sold out tickets. I don't know if it was sold out. The most sold tickets in Chicago's run was when she was Roxy.
Yeah.
Wow.
She has DSW deal. Like, she's got a lot going on. Just move on. You didn't need to come back and do this. I get why she did it at that point in time because I don't think she had a clue.
She didn't have much going on. Yeah.
But it's like, she did Chicago. She didn't watch any of the episodes, so she has like nothing to contribute to the reunion. It's just like, why are you even here wearing a beach cover up as a dress?
It's kind of making me mad because her titty keeps popping out and she keeps playing with it to put it away, and it's all I can focus on. If you watch, you can see like her titty, like her what do you call it? Your pasty or your like sticker. You keep seeing it, and she keeps trying to cover it up. That's all I focus on the whole hour. So.
Double-sided titty tape.
She didn't use it.
The same thing keeps happening to me lately, but usually it's because there's milk dripping down.
Who else had a titty pop out? Oh, on the
Lindsay.
Valley, Michelle did. Lindsay did too. Lindsay's was blurred out, and Michelle on the Valley's was blurred out.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, cover up your titties.
Free the nipple.
You guys, should I be concerned? My mom just went out my front door, and she's supposed to be watching my child right now.
You're fine. You're fine. You'll hear him if he screams.
I wonder if she brought the monitor.
If you hear him, you can go get him. It's good.
Yeah.
Anyways. Something About Her is supposed to open next Wednesday.
I saw today that the awning is up. So,
well, the awning's been up and down 10 times.
Well, it's up today. It's up as of today. So,
gotta say, one thing I'm not a fan of is LaLa coming in with rehearsed lines of nothing about her, because she said it on the reunion, and then she said it in the after show, and she said it on her Amazon like.
I know.
How do you guys feel about what she said about Katie? I can kind of understand. Like, I know this is an unpopular opinion.
What was going on? So go ahead.
What she was saying is that Katie's calling her bitching about Ariana. Then they're filming, and Katie's whole persona is like she's on Team Ariana, and LaLa said she's doing it because she wants to be like a fan favorite. She doesn't want to go against the fans.
I don't think that's ever been like, to what Ariana said, like, being a favorite has never been Katie's priority. I'd say she's one of the most hated.
Yeah.
You know what? You have a point there, because I've said it since like she's horrible. She's so bad.
Just none of it made sense, and it's like, why are you guys doing this? Just have something be about you. LaLa.
And like Katie said on like a podcast or something, she was like, yeah, I'm allowed to call and vent about one of my friends to another friend and hope that it doesn't get out. So,
and also, I mean, to be fair, like the stuff that she supposedly was venting about was even the same thing that Lisa said. Like, the reason your restaurant's not open is because you guys aren't really like putting that much effort into it.
And Ariana was like, what are you talking or not? Yeah, Ariana's like, what? Yeah. What? Like, her dumb faces were pissing me off. I'll say that. fucking smack.
She's so smug.
But I guess what Katie said too is like, I'm not going to go to Ariana with this because like, I don't need to concern her with it. Like, literally just need to like say it and get it off my chest and then move on.
And LaLa was saying that she didn't come with like the same energy.
Well, I don't like that James didn't really talk that much.
No.
And when he did, though, it was very funny.
He is funny. I don't know. There's 2 more parts. I guess we'll see what happens. But I'm glad to take a little Scandal break. Let's talk about The Valley, the real show on TV. Okay. It starts off at the stupid James May party. Which, okay, I have to talk about what the fuck was Kristen wearing? Why was she wearing, like, no bra and a t-shirt? She was wearing some kind of, like, long tutu, fairy thing, and then the fucking Birkenstocks. Like, what is this? What is this outfit? What was
like
it?
Festival wear.
I didn't understand anything about the outfit, and then her stupid friend with the pink Balenciaga croc boots, I didn't understand either.
That was Janet's friend.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was invited.
You know what? I did like his Louis Vuitton over the shoulder little.
I did like
wallet.
His little change.
He like snuck around the corner.
He
away.
That was amazing.
He's like recording what's happening with his little coin purse.
Hey, he's like, I'm texting Janet. What's happening?
What a creep.
Zach is crying because he didn't get invited, which I think it is a little fucked up not to invite him, but I guess she just makes him synonymous with Kristen, which I find funny because he's actually Brittany's friend.
I still want to know who gets to decide who comes, who pays for it, why, like, you know, and I always think back
for every show.
Exactly. And I always think back to when Bethany was like, Ramona, you're not invited to Mexico. And she's like, well, you can't not invite me. Everyone's going. I'm going. So
yeah,
I always think about that. I'm like, can't he just say he's going? And then I posted that on Reddit and someone's like, it's different if they're going to a hotel as opposed to like a house. So I don't know.
Well, I feel like the further along, like the further tenured you are in a show, the more that the network pays for. So like Ramona, like being like, you can't not invite me, is because it's like, okay, we're in like season 10, like this is what happens.
And they say like, is it a cash trip? Like, is it like fake? Like, is someone like this is my Roman Empire. I think about this often. Like, who
it's not Carl and Lindsay?
Like, who is getting to decide what the trip is about, and who gets the cast party at the end of the show? Like, what? Like, that's what I think about.
Yeah.
Also, Carl and Lindsay.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to any of those things.
Yeah. If anybody knows, let me know.
Kristen and Luke also weren't invited, and I don't care.
I fast forwarded through their therapy scene because it was 10 o'clock. I was tired and I didn't care.
Well, here's what you missed. She didn't want to talk about money because it makes her vag close. And I posted a meme that said this is a shop that should have been closed for a long time. So there. I posted her ugly outfit too. And that's that. Why does Brittany have so many stomach issues? And is Jax like onto something with this alcoholic insinuation? Like, I don't know what's happening.
I don't know if I said it last week or 2 weeks ago, but remember on Vander-pause, she went to the doctor and he's like, you have ulcers. You have to stop drinking. And she keeps
drinking. And if you know that when you drink, you get sick and it happens repeatedly and repeatedly, and then you can't take care of the baby, it's got to upset your partner, which is, I think, where Jax is at. He's probably just fucking annoyed having to deal with it.
It's not that she's an alcoholic. It's that she just shouldn't be drinking. And when she does, she's down for the count.
And he's like annoyed by that. Yeah.
It blows up big next week. Next week, he's like asking everyone how much she drank, and she comes out screaming at him. I mean, I can see why they're not together. Also, when he like smacked the phone out of her hand,
I didn't like that.
Oh, come on, it's a little much.
I also need to say that Brittany needs to either get contacts or prescription sunglasses, because sunglasses over your regular glasses ain't it. No.
So sometimes before I had prescription sunglasses on my drive home alone, I would do that, but I never did it with like around other people. And now I have prescription sunglasses. So
prescription sunglasses are where it's at.
I'm the minority here in the glasses representation because I don't wear glasses and I don't know anything about them.
Be thankful.
But yeah. Michelle hates Jesse, and it's very evident why they're no longer together. And I also posted a meme of him trying to hug her, and I'm like, this is what suffocating in a relationship looks like.
I told you guys, and I used to be a fan of Jesse. When he came home in the hat, immediate ick, and I hate him now. I do not like him anymore. Not a Jesse fan. I still think
it's great TV. Not when he smacked her in the face, though. That was too much. What's going on with the violence here?
I think he was still high.
And he was wasted. They like pounded that bottle of tequila. So I mean,
and then he like is in bed like, don't talk to me. I'm like, no,
that's
when I got the ick. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
With like him and Danny. Like,
so can I say something about Danny and Nia that is also an unpopular opinion? I don't think that they're made for reality television.
They're too normal. They have a healthy relationship.
It's like I just think it's too toxic for them, and they're too emotional. They're too sensitive. Yeah. They're not made for it. They're not.
I kind of like it though. I want them to break.
Break
them.
Like I see where they're coming from.
Pageant queen. You think she hasn't been around toxic?
I was gonna say she's like Miss USA. Yeah. I mean, I just go back to when they were pantsed and she was just like hysterical crying. But then it's like she's postpartum and like yeah. So I don't know.
If you knew how many times I cried in the last 2 years.
Have you cried a lot?
Like over nonsense. It just like comes. When my baby cries, I cried. I'm just like it doesn't. I can't cry. Yeah, and then I start leaking milk. It's like a whole thing.
Fluids everywhere.
Were you gonna say something, Doris? Sorry.
Oh, I was reading something that Nia used to be Rachel, formerly known as Raquel's pageant coach.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
So fun fact.
That's how she won Miss Malibu when she was surfing.
On that
good for her.
Stupid boogie board.
Good was that her talent?
Yes.
Should have been stealing your man.
Ooh. Janet, I feel like she is getting such a pass for being messy just because she's pregnant.
100%.
She's like
people hate her. I love her. I fucking love it. Oh, people really?
Are, like all over our like thing, like hating on her for Zillow googling people, like breaching.
Have you listened to us?
Like,
I Zillowed some random lady I saw on my Facebook today because she was looking for a nanny, and I'm like, let's see what her house is like.
You are so funny.
What's the water bill?
You know, I didn't look up the water bill.
Wait, I forgot to mention because the last time we met, I was like, I'm gonna look up Jill's errand. It took me 10 seconds to find it. It was like Palm Beach County tax record. She has everything under her own name. She owns a condo on A1A, and she owns a home in Woodfield, which is one of the like nicest country clubs in Boca.
She wants to be found.
She definitely wants to be found. Her house was $5.4 million, and she put in and it was like not nice, and she put a shit ton of work into it. It's probably like 10 point something million at this point.
Go Jilly.
She for sure wants to be found. That is for show. The end of the valley, we end with Jax pulling Michelle aside and basically like confronting her about like her dating or texting other men or whatever, to which it looks like she says that that's true, but I know we need to get more information next week. But I just had to say that the famous line of "I just want you to get ahead of it" was used by Jax, which is like the Bravo line of all lines. I'm just coming to you because I want you to get ahead of it. AKA, I want to bring it up on TV because it's drama.
Yes, agreed. I love it.
The whole thing that kills me is like Jax is like, oh well, Kristen's saying this. Jax, you brought it to Kristen. We watched that happen.
Yeah, that's Jax.
And I love it.
But then he's saying that she brought it to him earlier at a girls' night, and he then re-brought it up, and she didn't remember. It's just like, come on, Jax.
I did love his t-shirt when they were at the house.
Yeah,
that is my favorite Jax Taylor moment ever, when he's drowning.
When they
like,
played the scene.
Help me now. You can come out and help me.
I instantly thought of you, Darcy. I'm like, oh, Darcy loves this. He's like, you can help me now. You can help me now.
Well, you guys, it is good to be back in our little clubhouse here.
Yeah, it is.
I missed you.
We missed you, Mama.
Oh.
God love you. Anything else before
I think we hit it all.
Well, all right. If you like what you heard here, follow us on our socials. We are on Instagram, Thread, and TikTok at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Twitter at Boujee Bravo Bees. We have a Facebook group, and we also have a YouTube channel.
That's it, bitch.